Okay, so are you dreaming of studying in Canada but worried about the high cost of living in cities like Toronto and Vancouver? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Did you know there are affordable cities in Canada where you can study, work part-time, and thrive as a student without having to break the bank? That's right, in today's video, we are diving into the 7 most affordable cities for students in Canada. I will break down the rent, transport, food costs, tuition and job opportunities, and everything you need to know to help you plan your student life in Canada. Let's get started and save you some money. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, where we talk about all things Canada, immigration, student life, and tips to make your move easier and more affordable. If you are new here, I'm Evans and I help students and newcomers navigate this journey to Canada. We all know Canada is one of the top destinations for international students, thanks to its world-class education system and work opportunities. But let's face it, living in Canada can get expensive, especially in cities like Vancouver and Toronto. The good news is there are several cities that offer lower cost of living while still providing access to great universities, part-time jobs, and an overall amazing student experience. In today's video, I'll try to guide you through the 7 most affordable cities for students in Canada and cover everything you need to know about monthly rent, food and transportation costs, tuition fees, and some top universities in some of these cities that you can also look at, average monthly income and part-time opportunities that might exist in those cities, and my advice for leveraging these affordable cities to plan your studies and immigration pathway effectively. So grab a coffee or tea and let's dive in, because this is one question that I've had a lot of people reach out to me to ask me about since we started talking about Canada on this particular channel. First on our list is Sherbrooke, that's in Quebec. This is a student-friendly city known for its affordable living and vibrant community. In Sherbrooke, rent for a month on average you'll pay around $600 to about $800, that's Canadian dollars, for a 1-bedroom apartment. And if you are sharing, it could go down to as low as about $400 for a month, because most students would like to share. So in that case, it will push you down to that $400 a month range. When it comes to transportation costs for a month, your monthly transit pass will be only about $55, and students often get extra discounts when they are studying in Sherbrooke, so that might even be lower for you. So if you are planning to go to Sherbrooke, you can pay about $55 for your transit pass. In terms of food costs for the month, you can expect to spend between $200 to $300 on groceries depending on your eating habits. If you are somebody who likes to cook, you might be able to save more on that front, because most of the groceries that you will buy will be able to last you longer. And when it comes to tuition fees, tuition at Université de Sherbrooke is quite affordable, averaging between $17,000 to about $20,000 per year for international students, which is much cheaper when it compared to other places. If you are interested in Sherbrooke, some of the best universities that possibly you can look at, one is Université de Sherbrooke, which is highly regarded for its program in health sciences, engineering, and business. And if you decide to work while studying there, average monthly income, if you are working part-time, you can earn around $1,000 to $1,200 per month, especially around this time that students are working limited hours, depending on the number of hours that you decide to work. And on vacations, you might end up making more. And this might be able to at least cover most of the expenses that you will incur throughout the month. As students, you'll be interested in part-time job opportunities. Sherbrooke has a range of part-time jobs for students, ranging from retail and restaurants to even on-campus jobs like teaching or even research assistants. I would say Sherbrooke is a great place to experience Quebec's unique culture while sticking to a budget. Plus, you get to improve your French, which is a huge advantage for future PR pathways, like the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot, which will be coming up in 2025. City number 2, that's Winnipeg, Manitoba. I can't talk about affordable cities without talking about my favorite city, Winnipeg, a city that is affordable, diverse, and offers plenty of opportunities for students. If you plan to join us here in Manitoba, Winnipeg, you can expect to spend on a one-bedroom apartment between 900 to 1100 Canadian dollars, but shared accommodation can drop that to about 500 to about $600. That's all inclusive when it comes to utility, because typically if you get accommodation, depending on which one you go for, it might be all inclusive, or sometimes you have to pay for your own utilities. That's the hydro and internet. Transportation cost per month, your typical monthly pass will be around $70 Canadian, but Manitoba here there is the low income transit passes. If you fall into that range where you've filed your taxes, you might be able to apply for that one, and that might cut down the transportation cost when it comes to the transit pass to about $45 for you. In terms of food, groceries are very affordable, so you can expect to spend between 250 to about 350 Canadian dollars per month on your groceries. That's food throughout the month. And with respect to tuition fees, you are going to University of Manitoba or even Red River College, which offers competitive tuition fees that can range between 15,000 to about 18,000 Canadian dollars per year. And some of the universities that maybe you can look into applying, the very best ones in Manitoba, you can look into possibly University of Manitoba or even University of Winnipeg. These are very excellent options. And when it comes to average monthly income for a student who is working part-time, as usual, can expect to earn between 1,200 to about 1,500 per month, depending on the kind of job that you are doing, the hourly rate that they are offering you. And Winnipeg here, you see a lot of students who are either doing care, so they're able to work into the night and study in the daytime, or work during weekends. Or if you are doing sales where you might have targets where it's commission based, that also allows you to earn more. Personally, when I was working as a student, I was working as a sales personnel, which is commission based. So that means the upside for earning was a little higher than compared to somebody who was on an hourly rate. In terms of part-time job opportunities, Winnipeg has job openings in retail, hospitality, and even local tech startups. So you can keep an eye out for some of these opportunities if you are coming here, if you are interested in part-time job opportunities. And if you are looking for affordable city with a close-knit international student community, I would say Winnipeg is a fantastic option that you can look at. City number 3 is Halifax, Nova Scotia. Halifax is a coastal gem and a hub for international students in Atlantic Canada. With Halifax, rent per month you can expect to spend between 800 to about 1,200 for a one-bedroom apartment, and a sharing house can cost around 500 to about 700 Canadian dollars. With respect to transportation per month, you can budget for transit pass about $80 per month for that one for a student. And with respect to food, spending in a month, groceries you can spend as usual between 250 to about 300 per month, depending on your eating habits and the kind of things that you like to spend when it comes to groceries. With respect to universities that possibly you can look into if you want to study in Halifax, you can look at the Housing University or even St. Mary's University. These are top picks in Halifax, and with these ones you can expect your tuition fee to be between 16,000 to about 22,000 per year. Based on the kind of education that you'll be getting, this tends to be a little affordable side. And in terms of average monthly income for a student who is working in Halifax, that can range between 1,000 to about 1,400 monthly when you decide to go for part-time jobs, especially these times that students are limited to about 20 to 24 hours of working during studying. In terms of part-time job opportunities in Halifax, I would say the opportunities in retail, tourism, and even ocean-related research industry. So if you're a student, you can at least, because it's a coastal town, there are those research opportunities that you can look into. My advice is Halifax combines affordability with a beautiful coastal lifestyle. which is perfect if you want to study near the ocean. So if you are somebody who likes the coastal lifestyle, Halifax might be the place for you to go. Now let's talk about Edmonton, the capital city of Alberta, which offers a perfect balance of affordability and opportunity for students. Edmonton is a thriving hub for education, arts, and businesses, making it an ideal spot for students looking for both a great learning environment and an affordable lifestyle. Rent in Edmonton is very budget friendly compared to cities like Calgary or even Vancouver. A one-bedroom apartment in Edmonton will cost you around 900 to about 1100 Canadian dollars per month. And if you opt for shared housing, you can bring this one down to about 500 to about $700 per month, because with shared, you split the bills. So basically, it's like you are having that particular amount that you'll be spending on your rent. With respect to transportation cost per month, I would say Edmonton has an efficient public transit system, and a monthly student transit pass will cost you around $75. And when it comes to food costs per month, you can expect to spend, as usual, for a typical student between $250 to about $350 per month on groceries. Edmonton also has many affordable eateries and multicultural food options if you prefer to eat out, because I know not everybody likes to just stay home, buy groceries and cook by themselves. If you're interested in eating out, there are a lot of affordable eateries available in Edmonton that you can at least rely on. Tuition fees, if you decide to, let's say, explore University of Alberta, which is one of the Canada's top universities, with tuition fees that can range between 16,000 to about 20,000 Canadian dollars per year, depending on the program that you are going for. If you are interested in Alberta, some universities that you can look into are University of Alberta, and some students can also consider the McWane University, which offers high quality education at a lower cost. Part-time jobs in Edmonton pay really well, with students earning around $1,200 to about $1,600 per month, depending on the hours and the type of job you decide to pursue. I always say, as a student, you are limited by the number of hours that you can do. So if you can get a job that has more hourly rates, the better and the higher you can earn. Edmonton has plenty of part-time opportunities in retail, hospitality, especially in the rapidly developing downtown area. On-campus jobs at the University of Alberta are also very popular, because I know a lot of people that I know there will always tell you that they are always working on campus. So on-campus jobs are also very popular. And mostly with on-campus jobs, you are not limited by the amount of hours that you can do. That's why a lot of students always want to opt for off-campus, so that they can maximize their earning potential as they are studying. Edmonton is an excellent choice for students who want access to a top-tier education without the hefty price tag of larger cities like Toronto. Moving on to Saskatoon, the largest city in Saskatchewan, known for its affordable and opportunities in agriculture, technology, and research. Saskatoon offers students a welcoming environment and a significant lower cost of living. Typically, rent in Saskatoon is among the lowest in Canada, with a one-bedroom apartment costing you around 800 to about 1,000 Canadian dollars per month. Shared accommodation that can break it down to about 400 to about 600 Canadian dollars if you decide to share accommodation with another person. In terms of transport cost per month, a monthly student transit pass is about 83 Canadian dollars. Public transport is reliable and widely available. When it comes to food cost per month, you should expect that groceries in Saskatoon are very affordable, with monthly costs averaging between 250 to about 300 per month. Local farmers markets are great ways to save money whilst getting fresh produce. Because of the agriculture that Saskatoon is known for, you can easily get access to these local farmers markets, where it's much cheaper sometimes to buy more and save so that you can save in the long run, and also you get access to fresh goods instead of just going to supermarkets where you buy some of the ones that have been shipped to the supermarket. I would say tuitions at the University of Saskatchewan is quite affordable, ranging from 13,000 to about 18,000 Canadian dollars for international students. And some of the universities that possibly you can look into if you're interested in Saskatchewan is the University of Saskatchewan, which is known for its research programs in agriculture, health science, and even engineering. And as a student, if you decide to work, part-time jobs in Saskatoon pay an average of between 1,000 to 1,400 per month, depending on the hours that you decide to work. And some part-time job opportunities that the city offers and mostly will be in retail and agriculture and hospitality. And if there's one thing that you are seeing, most of the cities that I'm talking about here, you see that part-time jobs are always available in retail and hospitality, because these are areas that are always recruiting. And as a student, these are areas that you can easily get a job quickly, because these places are always recruiting retail and hospitality. The University of Saskatchewan also provide on-campus job opportunities for students. So this is something that you can always look into. I always say Saskatoon's affordability combined with a strong focus on research and innovation makes it an ideal destination for students looking to build their academic and professional futures. So if you are somebody who is interested in pursuing a career in health science, agriculture, or even engineering, Saskatoon might be a destination for you to look at. City number 6 is St. John's, that's Newfoundland and Labrador, the charming capital of Newfoundland and Labrador. It's one of the most affordable cities for students in Canada, offering a beautiful coastal setting and low cost of living. To be frank with you, this was the second city that I was looking at. If I didn't come to Winnipeg, I was thinking of going to St. John's myself. With St. John, rent here is incredibly affordable. A one-bedroom apartment will cost you between 700 to about 1,000 Canadian dollars per month. And a shared accommodation can go as low as between 400 to 600 per month. Public transport is budget-friendly, with a monthly student transit pass costing approximately about 78 Canadian dollars. With respect to cost of food per month, you can expect that groceries will cost you between 250 to about 300 Canadian dollars per month. And the city is known for its affordable seafood and fresh produce because of where it's actually located. Some of the top universities that maybe you can look into if you're interested in this particular city is Memorial University. Is the top choice here, known for its programs in marine science, business, and engineering. The Memorial University of Newfoundland, that's the MUN, is one of the most affordable universities in Canada, with tuition fees for international students averaging between 11,000 to about 13,000 Canadian dollars per year. So if it's something that tickles your fancy, you can look into this particular university. But remember, because of how low it is very competitive. As a part-time worker in St. John's, as a student, you can expect to earn around $1,000 to about $1,300 per month, depending on the type of job that you decide to do. With St. John's, it has part-time job opportunities in retail, hospitalities, and fisheries. Memorial University also has plenty of on-campus jobs for international students. So if you are going into St. John's, you can look into possibly some on-campus jobs. With that one, like I always say, your earning potential will be maximized because hours of working might not apply to you. You might be able to work more like unlimited hours full-time and maximize your earning potential. St. John is perfect for students looking for affordable education in a scenic, friendly environment. Plus, its small town charm makes it easy to settle in and build connections. City number 7 is London, Ontario, a mid-sized city that offers the best of both worlds: affordability and proximity to major urban centers like Toronto. Rent in London is relatively affordable, with 1-bedroom apartment costing you between $900 to $1,200 per month. A shared housing option can lower this to about $500 to $700 per month. Monthly student transit pass will be approximately $90, and the public transit here is reliable. In terms of food costs, you can expect groceries to cost you between $250 to $300, because typically most students don't spend so much. We don't eat so much as students because we are either busy working or busy studying. Depending on where you shop, this can be lower. In terms of universities that maybe you can look into, Western University is a top tier institution here, and Fanshawe College is a great choice for students pursuing applied or technical programs. And if you decide to pursue any of these universities, remember that tuition at Western University is around 18,000 to about 23,000 Canadian dollars per year, whilst Fanshawe College offers you more affordable option, averaging between 12,000 to 15,000 Canadian dollars per year. Remember that students can earn between 1,200 to about 1,600 Canadian dollars from part-time jobs in London, Ontario. And London offers part-time job opportunities as usual. It will be in retail, healthcare, or even education. Western University also provides plenty of on-campus employment for students. So this is something that you will look into if you are going into London, Ontario. So London is an excellent choice for students who want to access quality education and vibrant student life without a high cost of living in larger cities. Now that you know the most affordable cities, how can you take advantage of these opportunities? Here are my advice. Research early, check out universities in these cities and their programs that align with your career goals. Secondly, start budgeting now. Calculate your expenses based on the costs I have shared and find ways to save before you decide to make the move. Thirdly, build connections. Reach out to current students or alumni to learn more about the life in these cities, because there are always people studying there that you can learn from, and they will be able to educate you on how life is on the ground, which may be different from you just reading online or listening to other people, because they'll be able to give you real life situations that you can learn from. Last but not the least, I'll say plan for PR pathways. These affordable cities often align with Canadian immigration priorities, such as rural and the northern immigration pilots, or even the francophone immigration pilots. Most of these cities tend to fall into the category where they need people to come in. Like a place for Manitoba, I have Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program. So when you come here to study, you can take advantage of that one. So always make sure you are researching the pathways before you make the decision to make the move. 2025 is just around the corner, so now it's time for you to strategize. Living in Canada as a student doesn't have to drain your bank account. These 7 affordable cities provide you with the chance to study, work, and build a future in Canada while staying within your budget. Don't forget to like the video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more tips and updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, cheers.